unfortunately, no one's talking about the Jets though, because there was one particular individual who stole the headlines, stole social media.
Whole lot
Our
of
guy,
money.
our guy Antonio Brown. I mean, we were hyped for him when he got his ring with the Bucks. We were applauding him, and the vaccine card thing. He made a mistake. He came back. Chris Godwin out for the season, needed him, but he doesn't look like he'll be a Buck going forward. Hasn't been officially released, but the
No, he's
memes were
officially.
great.
No, he's gone. I mean, Bruce said he's
Yeah,
gone, but
Bruce said it. Bruce says Adam Schefter said he's not on the waiver list yet. So we'll have to see when they'll officially do that. But I mean, he said he didn't want to come in because he felt too hurt to do it. But I want to hear your reaction first, Brendan.
all
Let me hear
right.
your
So
first reaction when you saw it.
what's my first reaction? All right, so I'm watching this with my family, and all of a sudden we just see this man in the end zone, half naked, and I didn't see his body. I just saw like the back profile, and I saw that it was bizarre, and instantly Antonio Brown. Like I said to my mom and my dad, I was like Antonio Brown. Like all I had to see was we knew that the camera shot was capturing it before the commentators were able to analyze it, but I just saw
Yeah.
the crazy behavior. I'm like Antonio Brown, and then a couple seconds later, I hear Antonio Brown. Like the announcer's just like, what is going on? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like the Jets done literally just ended his career. Like the Jets are up 2 touchdowns, 24-10 at the time, and he just seems he was tweaking. The man was tweaking. And I immediately said, he hypes up the crowd. He's trying to get everyone
Yeah.
just to
On
mess with him.
side.
He's throwing his stuff in the crowd, and then he just says goodbye, pieces, gives the crowd the deuces, and he walks in
Mhm.
the locker room, goes along his merry way. And Tom Brady, I mean, can you believe that the man still won that game? Like he
Yeah.
kept
I
his
mean, that's
poise,
just he doesn't let
class.
any distractions,
Yeah, no,
get to
it's
him.
ridiculous.
My initial reaction was when the camera panned. I thought it was like a fan or something, just dancing in the end zone. And you realize he's wearing football pants, he's got cleats, and he's got a specific hairstyle. So, Antonio Brown, it was honestly quite shocking. And I know he came out and said he was too injured to play. He felt like, but like man was doing jumping jacks in the end zone. Like what was hurt about you to get you that animated, And like if it was a hamstring, you seemed fine running to the locker room, like honestly. And I don't know the full details, if but like it sure didn't look like he was hurt. It just looked like, you know, what it seemed like to me is like you're at a supermarket and someone like stands up on the register, gives a whole speech about either how they're quitting, how they're gonna move to out west, and everyone like applauds at the end. I feel like he just wanted attention there, and it just wasn't a great look for him. And I'm gonna ask you a question: do you think that's the last game we'll see Antonio Brown be in?
Absolutely, yes. Positively, yes. That is the last game we're gonna see him.
Positively.
Absolutely, positively. I remember as soon as I saw him do this shenanigans, I said to my dad, I was like, Dad, he's gonna get cut after the game. Like he's gonna get cut. What happened? He got cut. Look, this game is a game of respect. It's a game of dignity. It's a game of honor. And if you don't have those three attributes, then you're not going to play. And he's done so much. This is the third strike, honestly. And to thoroughly answer your question at why I genuinely believe that it's over, I could just start with this. Now, we all know the whole Gruden dispute. We all know the Big Ben dispute. We
Mm,
all know, and shout out Mike Tomlin for suppressing all of this nonsense for 10 years.
yeah.
1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. Suppressing all of this nonsense for 10 years. I mean, that's crazy. He was able to do that. And it didn't work out with Belichick, and it didn't work out with Brady. So you're talking about the two people who are the most
Who've,
demanding of
who've
respect
run the
and the most
game of
respected that,
football the past
yeah,
20
that,
years.
yeah, that won the game, that have the system. And I thought that Brady was able to do it, but he didn't. And if those two can't do it, then who will be able to?
I mean, that's a good point, but I don't know. I don't think he's done. And he's too talented to be done. He's too talented. I mean, look, you saw what he did on the games that he was the primary target. He could do a lot for some teams. I don't want him on the Giants. I'm not saying that. Put him in another functional clubhouse, and he will produce for your team. And that's the same thing with some other guys who have been arrested for stuff. Kareem Hunt is another chance, and some other guys. Even Big Ben you're talking about, he had his own allegations or whatever. So Antonio Brown acting crazy, being a fool. It is definitely cut worthy, but I don't think it gets him out of the league entirely. I could see the Chiefs picking him up, you know, like next year. I think he's done for the rest of the year. I'll say that. The rest of the year, no one's picking him up. But I could see the Rams picking like good teams will. That's the same thing that happened. That's why the Bucks got Antonio Brown. It's why, the Seahawks, and Josh Gordon keep, reuniting. Josh Gordon's now on the Chiefs now. He had so many chances too, and he's back in the NFL. So it's just, I don't think he's done yet. Same with Le'Veon Bell. There's been a lot of criticism about him, but he somehow finds a way back into the league after being cut. He's a personality as well. So these, I could see Brown going to the Seahawks. Any team that has a functional clubhouse, I think could use him as a value, as another piece of the offense because he's just that talented.
I know he's that talented, and he's definitely the best receiver I've laid my eyes on aside from Megatron. I was a little too young to acknowledge the Megatron era, except when Revis was locking him down. But aside from that, AB is that talented, and all things may breeze over. But the way I look at it is just, like I said, football is a game of dignity, honor, and respect. And I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs want to take a chance on him because they're chasing greatness, and you don't want distractions. As soon as there's distractions, that can ruin everything. And I know that Brady was disappointed because
I'm saying at the Super Bowl last year, I remember his Andy Reid's brother, that whole drunk drive incident. That was a distraction heading up to the Super Bowl, and they ended up losing. So
yeah, distractions aren't to joke around. I mean, think about the really good organizations like the New England Patriots. Aside from Deflategate, Spygate, Aaron Hernandez. Well, okay, they had a lot of distractions, but they're the New England Patriots. But aside from that,
they find a way.
You just don't want. They find a way because they're the New England Patriots, but you just don't want that in the headlines. And
yeah,
I mean, think about it. Tampa Bay beat the Chiefs. They beat them good. AB got a touchdown. AB got his ring in that Super Bowl. I don't necessarily think. I feel like AB is just a loose cannon. Like, this guy has severe CTE, some severe issues that need to be treated. No, he needs help because that's not normal. Like, that simply was the most bizarre.
Brady says that, it's like serious.
Wait, what did Brady say?
Well, he said something along the lines of, I wish him all the best. Hope he gets the help that he needs, and whatever that he, any way possible. So, because, it has to be Antonio Brown who says, sits down and then gets help. It can't be anyone forcing him at the end of the day.
Yeah, but this is just it's serious stuff. And I think it's a headache to have him in the locker room. I don't think he understands that it's respect. You need to have respect. And if you don't have those attributes, then don't be in the locker room because it's just pointless. And I know that he's an asset, but I think he's way too much of a distraction for these teams. And I think he has played his last game. How many strikes are you going to get? How many opportunities? I mean, there's been a lot of problems here. His helmet issue, throwing the football at Big Ben, all the sexual assault allegations he's had, frostbite on his toe. I don't even know how he had frostbite on his toe. That's a question for another time.
Yeah, I mean, AB stole the headlines from your Jets. And I guess we wish him the best of luck going forward. Hope he gets his help, as many people have been saying. And yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say on Antonio Brown. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.